Okay.
Well, everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have been looking forward to this conversation with my dear friend Paula ever since I met her about 2 years ago. So, welcome, Paula, to the show.
Thank you. I'm so glad you had me on. And yes, you're such a blessing, my friend. So I appreciate you inviting me onto your channel.
Oh man, I am so excited. And of course, we have to show our little, we have our Jesuses. Thanks, Kathy, for our little Jesuses from Dashaway. This is a reminder that he's always with us. And I had this moment, he's with you and he's with me. And
Aww.
you live across the country and he's with us and it's so amazing. So he's right here next to my coffee.
I
I love
love that.
it. I love it. I just did a post actually on Facebook, a funny post of all the little pictures, where Jesus is.
Yes, I love that.
I'm like, let's make it a thing. Let's start a movement.
I agree. He's everywhere. It was so funny because we came back from Dashaway and our two favorite places in town had these at their
Oh my
checkout
gosh.
register, not for sale, but just for
You
people
could
to
just grab
see.
one.
Yeah.
I love it. It's amazing. I love it. So, Paula, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, my name is Paula Warren, as she introduced, and I'm originally from California, NorCal, born and raised. Yep, yep. Moved out to Tennessee 3 months ago. Best decision we ever made. We're so happy here. I have
Mm,
two daughters. I have a 26-year-old and an 11-year-old. So we call them our two only children, but blessed by both of them.
yes, yes.
And yeah, my husband Jeremy is here with me, and my mom and two sisters in Tennessee. So got a good family, and yeah,
Mm,
just excited to be here. That's a little
yeah.
bit about me.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing. So, how did you first hear about the Immanuel Approach?
So that's a good question. And funny enough, it was 2 years ago at Dashaway. So that was my first introduction. And I wasn't even introduced to the Immanuel Approach until I was there and experiencing Dashaway. My friend Melinda started Dashaway years ago and invited me to come out. And I said, what is it? And she's like, well, it's a women's retreat. And I thought, well, Melinda's amazing. So these other women will be amazing. And so I just went, and it was at Tahoe, and I had no idea what I was going to experience. And to be honest, they had the little meetings set up to do the one-on-ones.
Hmm.
And I was like, that's kind of weird. Like, I don't know what that is. I don't know if I should do it. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm here. I'm supposed to experience this. And then I met Rhonda, who is another coach who's just, oh, the sweetest lady you'll ever meet. And you just fall in love with her. And she was doing one on ones. So I thought, well, if she's doing them, it's going to be amazing because I love her already.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I signed up with her and experienced the Immanuel Approach by doing it. That is the first
Mm,
I had heard, learned, understood it. There was
amazing.
no information. It was just like sign
We're
up and
just,
jump in, right?
and you did, you totally jumped in. That's amazing. That is
Yeah.
amazing. So, what was that experience like? Then I met you the next year and we bonded over cold plunging.
Yes. Yes.
And I distinctly remember you sharing in the group, if it's okay if I could share, or you can share. I just remember distinctly you sharing in the group with these women saying, listen, I don't go to church. I don't know these songs. I don't read the Bible, but
Mhm.
Jesus talks to me. And in that moment, I was like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Oh, I
I'm
love
not kidding.
that.
I'm not kidding. I don't know if you remember that, but it was such a profound moment for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I think that's what I love about Dashaway is you don't have to have a religion, spiritual background. You don't have to be something specific. Any woman can show up and
hmm,
experience Jesus at the retreat or in the Immanuel sessions. And I just thought that
exactly.
was amazing. And The reason
Yeah.
it resonated so quickly with me is because it's focused on the heart healing. That's how it was
Yes.
introduced. And I'm
Yeah.
familiar with that. I sit in my heart full of love all the time. I have
Yeah.
had a relationship, I knew Jesus as a young kid going to church. We did
Yeah.
youth group, but it had
Yeah.
been, 20 plus years since I had been in church. But he was still always there throughout
Yeah.
my whole life. I didn't
Absolutely.
have to go to
Absolutely.
church or read a Bible to experience him. But this did bring a different level of connection with him that I had experienced.
Yeah.
I knew he loved us. I knew he lived in our heart. I knew he was always with us, but I don't feel like I experienced him
Yeah.
until I
Yeah.
was in my session. And that was very profound. And you're
Yeah.
right, it was 2 years ago that I met with you. So 3 years that I
Three
was
years. Yeah.
introduced
Three
to it.
years. Yeah. It was
Yes.
your first time and you were like
Yeah.
just kind of thrown in. Yeah. And you keep coming back, which is so amazing. And so we were just together in Tahoe a couple months ago. It was amazing.
Yeah.
We bonded over cookie dough
We did. Who wouldn't, right?
and chipmunks. That's amazing. So I just love because you basically put into words what I'm trying to communicate to people. It's
Mm,
about experiencing Jesus. It's about actually experiencing his
mm,
presence and his
yes.
presence and what that actually does for us and to us and with us, you know. So you put it into words so, so beautifully. Yeah.
Oh.
So what would you want people to know about this whole heart healing
Mm.
approach? Some of my viewers, I hope I have viewers that are like, I don't know what this is, because you're the perfect person to go, yeah, I know. I totally understand.
Yes. So I would say that I just want them to know that anybody can experience it, and it doesn't have to look or sound or even be seen a certain way. Some people experience Jesus as a thought or a
Mhm.
feeling. Some
Mhm.
visually see him,
Yes. Hmm.
but regardless of how it comes to you, it can provide so much healing that you didn't even know you needed. In
Right.
my first session, yeah, I was just my heart was so heavy, but not in a
Mm,
negative way. It was more in like he was holding my heart. So I
mm,
knew so much that he was there. And there was just so much sadness and tears that came to me, but
yeah.
in a healing way. Like, look, you can be sad and you can be
Yes.
upset, and I can be here with you, and we
Yes.
can just heal together. And you don't even have to know what or why or how. So it was
Exactly.
so neat. And so I did the session that year. I did the session a year later. And I will be honest, nothing in between, nothing
Right.
different,
Yep.
nothing else. I mean, I obviously still went on my same journey. But after this last year, my third one,
Yeah.
I got a little, maybe, I don't know if you can post like a link to it below if Kathy has it, but the bookmark that
Oh,
talks people through doing it
yes.
alone, like they don't
Yes.
have to even come to you or to
Right.
us if they want to go
Right.
experience it themselves. And so I use that bookmark, and I've been connecting with him every day since Dashaway in August. And it's just changed my relationship with him. He's now
Hmm.
become like a friend, someone I
Hmm.
can talk to. I asked him to come to my job interviews. I asked him to help me get my job. And he did in a way that was
Yeah.
so miraculous and better than I ever expected. And so I just love that I can be with him
Hmm.
anytime I
Hmm.
want.
Yeah. Right. Like he's so reliable.
Yes.
That's the word. That's the word that comes to mind. And I just want you to know, I just feel so much joy in
Mm,
hearing that,
yes.
so much joy because what you're saying is like what I experienced too. Just that
Oh,
reliability and the connection with him no matter what. And your session where you just were able to feel those feelings and him be
mm,
right there with you, that is exactly what this whole thing is about. It's just not being alone in
mhm.
our in our emotions, in our trauma, in our whatever it is, it's just not being alone and feeling your heart be held in that,
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
it's amazing. It's amazing. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you so much for sharing. Because I know it's tender, and I hear you, and I treat
Mhm.
that very precious and very tenderly, what you shared, because it's so vulnerable and so beautiful.
Oh,
So
thank you.
I so appreciate it. And would you mind telling us what you're doing now with the Immanuel Institute? Because I would love to give a shout out to Dashaway, Immanuel Institute, all of that. So tell us a little
Yes.
bit about what you're doing.
So face-to-face ministries, I think they're now
Face to
face-to-face
face network. Yeah.
network.org.
Yeah.
Okay. They have created an Immanuel Institute, which is helping, it's like a school-based approach so that anyone can learn the Immanuel approach, the benefits behind it. And they do level one, which is for anyone, someone who maybe doesn't want to coach, but they really want to understand this and be able to do that with themselves or with their
Yeah.
family. And so I'm taking that course, and it's a 1 semester course. It's very reasonably priced, a couple $100. And you get
Mm,
live sessions every week where you're learning this, you're experiencing it. And I found that it not only helps me understand the Immanuel approach, it helps me be a better friend, wife, coworker,
right.
because this is
Right.
all about being in your heart and attuning with others. And it just, I feel like when I first heard it, I was like, this is what will heal the world. I just believed that. And so I'm taking the courses,
Absolutely.
understand it for myself, but also I'm on the board with them because I just truly believe in their ministry so much. And I
Yeah.
really want to deep dive and understand it. So I've been doing that, and it's been incredible. It's something that anybody can use in their
I
life.
know. Isn't that amazing? And you also just said what my heart is, that this can heal the world. This can heal the world.
Yes.
This experiential connection with Father, Son, and Spirit, uh, and learning some of the practical things that go along with how we, engage Him,
Mhm.
can, yeah, I 100% can heal the world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. And I know there's so many different facets of uh, organizations and ministries in this, and face to face is
Mhm.
one of them. Face to face is one of the pillars, I believe, of the Immanuel approach, 100%. But there's all these different, like, it's kind of like we're taking what Dr. Carl and Dr. Jim kind of gave, and it's spreading out, and
Mm.
everybody has their little way of like, I've got to get this out. And this is what this channel is. Cause I was like, I can't keep this to myself because of the potential to heal the world with it. And so thank you so much for putting that into words. And I love that you're on the board with face to face. And because I think you just have such an amazing gift with
Oh.
people, with business, with all of that. So it's a real delight. So I would love to know if there's anything else that you want to share, anything on your heart, like you're like, I just have to say this one last thing before we go.
Yeah, I would say I don't know if people are watching who, don't have a connection with Jesus or who have never wanted to. Maybe they're not into the
Mm-hmm.
Bible, God, Jesus. And really, Jesus is there for anyone, whether they want to call him by that name. So if you just want to connect with something, you're just not feeling that peace in your life, it doesn't have to be Jesus. It's divine. It's something so miraculous that you can't explain it. And it will meet you there, whether you
Mm-hmm.
already have asked Jesus into your heart, whether you want that relationship with him. Maybe you're just not feeling connected to other people in your life or connected at all. I
Right.
think that this could be for you. This could be a great
Mm-hmm.
step for your healing
Mm-hmm.
journey and just reconnecting to yourself and your own heart.
Yeah. And I love what you just said, because I think that's one of the things I've taken away from my time with the training through
Mm,
the Immanuel Institute, is it's not just this connection with the divine, with the our triune God, divine love, the divine presence. It's not just connection with that, but it's actually helping me connect with myself and
Mm-hmm.
knowing myself. And isn't
Mm-hmm.
that incredible? And I think it's helping heal me and teaching me how to have relationship with others and be connected with others in a more deep way. I don't know if that's been for you
Yeah.
too, because that's like that's bonus stuff that I was not expecting, you know.
Yeah. Once you love yourself and see yourself, you can see that in others. And it makes it a lot easier to accept others as they are.
Yes,
You know, we're such a
absolutely.
judgmental set of humans, and our
Yeah,
experience have
yes.
kind of created that judgment. And this
Hmm.
releases that. It brings you back into the present. It connects you
Yes,
from judgment, and you can just see
yes,
people where they're at and just love
yes.
them. So,
Yeah,
really, I do agree. It's about just that divine love and bringing us all
divine
back
love.
to
Yeah,
love, which is where we were
yes.
born.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh my goodness. I've loved this conversation. Paula, thank you so much. Like I said, I have waited for this conversation. Like ever since I started my YouTube channel, I've been like, I am going to have a conversation, but you were in the middle of a move. And so I'm so glad you're settled. And I'm so glad you're in level one with the Immanuel Institute. And I'm so glad that you're my little Jesus friend.
Yes. Yes, he's always with us.
He's always with
Yes.
us, right?
Yep.
Oh,
And in everything, there's perfect timing. So if you're listening to,
right.
to this, there's a reason. Just sit with that.
Yes. Amen. And that's really all that needs to be said. Thank
Hmm.
you so much, my friend. I wish you the best day ever.
You too. Thank you so
Mwah.
much. Bye bye.